Joker Manor is, with its 3,444 pieces, the biggest LEGO Batman movie set till date. And that is for a reason. There is so much detail in this set that you just keep looking at it. So for this review, I'll take you from back to front and from down to up to check out every inch of this amazing set. But first, let's check out the minifigs. There are 10 minifigs in this set, including some very special ones. To start off with the least interesting, you'll get a very regular Batman, a regular Barbara Gordon, a regular Joker, and a Harley Quinn. Neither of these minifigs really have anything new except for the Harley Quinn with her bat and maybe the face of Barbara Gordon, but that's about it. We do get some new minifigs though. There is Alfred in a classic bat suit, which looks absolutely awesome. There is also Nightwing, which is basically Robin in a completely new suit. I absolutely love his wings, the print on his legs and torso, and the determined look on his face. So next to those two minifigs, you also get 4 disco minifigs that we know from the movie. Those are the Joker, Batgirl, Batman and Robin. Well, Batman is once again the least interesting amongst these, although I do love the new blue eyes that you can see through his helmet. I also love the disco jacket that has been printed on his torso and his gold and white cape. All the disco minifigs do get this cape though. Then there's Robin, with just an awesome suit on. I love that they gave him those tiny pants, the glittery shirt with the short sleeves. And Batgirl has an awesome new print on her face with some new expressions. And last but not least, there's the Joker, who is my absolute favorite from this set. I love his new expression and his cool guy sunglasses. I hate those sunglasses in real life, but on this minifig they just work so well. I also love the fur trim on his coat and the golden necklace around his neck. He just looks amazing in this set. And to move on to the actual building. Like I said, it is huge. You don't really get that feeling on camera or on a picture. But to give you an idea, Joker Manor is 55 centimeters or 21 inches high, 66 centimeters or 25 inches wide, and 27 centimeters or 10 inches deep. So now go take a measuring tape and see how big that really is. And like I said, that is huge. On the back you will find some very awesome details. All the way on the right side there's a room with a piano, a fireplace and a bust. The fireplace looks awesome in my opinion, with all the big flames roaring in there. And the piano was quite an interesting build, one that I actually have not seen before. So if you move over to the middle part, you find the entrance hall. This is obviously a place that the Joker took over. So there are some wacky mirrors and you usually find those on a fun fair. The mirrors are done with some stickers, but they look awesome. There's also a big flower on top, which actually has a purpose. I'll show that to you later on. And this is also the part where you can access the roller coaster as a minifig. I love the roller coaster, but it does have one downside. It makes it harder to reach the rooms. I mean, my fingers are really thin for grown up and that helps. But I can imagine that most grown-ups will have trouble to get in there. For a kid it might be fine, but maybe also a little bit, well, it could have some trouble. All the way on the left side is a small kitchen. This area features some really cool stuff, like the big microwave with a lobster in there, that's just like in a movie. There are some cabinets, there's a mug on the floor with some spilled coffee and a place where you can slice some lemons. However, I do think they could have done more with this area, but it really does look cool as it is. If we move up one level, we'll get to the recording studio. This is actually one of my favorite rooms in the building. There's a small deck where Bruce Wayne, Batman, can toy around with his tunes, a computer screen, and there's a microphone. I also love this big chair and his speakers, and this room just has a lot going on. I absolutely love this room. Down the hallway to the right there's a wall with some stuff on there. There's a picture of Batman himself, a record with an awesome print on it and a very cool guitar. All the way on the right side of the building is another hallway with also some pictures. However, these pictures are of the Joker. There's the Joker in a tuxedo, and that's actually a photo of him with people behind him. And if you've seen the LEGO Batman movie, this is quite funny because this is the exact same photo that Batman has of his parents the night they died. So the Joker actually put in the effort to make that picture and replace it with this one in this house. And I just think that's hilarious. I love those little details in this build. Next to that hallway is Batman's private movie theater. It's not as big as it is in a movie, but that would have been impossible in this set. It does, however, give you the feel of that room. There's a big movie seat with a DVD case on the armrest, and that is actually a little nod to a previous set by LEGO, the Palace Cinema. The case actually says Forever Sorting 2, which is the sequel of Forever Sorting. So there was a poster of that movie on Palace Cinema, and you can actually see the sequel playing on the wall in this set. There's also a little bit light from the windows, but that is blocked out by the curtain, and that looks amazing in my opinion, and it was a fun little build. So if we go a little bit higher, you can see a big Joker in the middle section. This is actually one of the play features. You can put a minifig on the top of his head and then pull the green circle and it will fall down to the Joker's mouth. Maybe not the most interesting play feature, but I think it's a fun one. Next to the Joker's mouth are also some boxes stacked up. In the ones on the right are the original photos of Batman that are supposed to be on the hallway I just showed you. And the other one just have some random stuff in there, like the great plans that the Joker has. All the way to the left is my least favorite room in this building, and that's the huge bathtub Batman has. In this case it fills up the entire room, but it still feels a little bit small. I mean, it's hardly any bigger than a minifig. Also, there are no really interesting parts in this room, it's just a lot of water, and that could have been so much better. Above this room there is a small storage area in the attic. There are some boxes here, including one that says Wild Styles. This is actually a nod to the LEGO movie, which I love. There is also a box labeled Bat Merch, and that's a nod to the LEGO Batman movie, which this set is from. And in 2018, LEGO will actually release a minifig covered in Bat Merch, and I think that will be a great addition to this set. And then all the way in the top is a small bat hanging. I think this is a very cool little addition. I mean, this just couldn't have been Batman's manor without some bats hanging around, and well, this takes care of that. The front of this building is a little bit less flashy, but flashy nonetheless. The most noticeable parts here are the entrance and of course the roller coaster. The entrance doesn't really do anything, just shows you that the Joker has obviously come around to have some fun with this building. Also, there are some moving parts here. You remember that flower in the back that I would get back to? Well, if you move that part, you can see the two boxing gloves moving on the front of the building. So that's a cool addition. I mean, yeah, it gives some extra. What I don't really like are the pieces that hold up the roller coaster tracks in the front. Those are just some black plates sticking out of the building and they don't really match with anything. They're not really that noticeable though, so it could have been much worse, and you know, it should be kept up by something. All the way on the top there's a big eye. It kind of reminds me of Sauron's eye in Lord of the Rings. We do know Sauron is actually in one of the Batman, well, in the LEGO movies. So that could be a good addition. You can actually move the eye around. It's not really clear why this is here, but yeah, it looks fun. It makes the building look awesome, so it's not a bad feature. As far as the build itself goes, there is a lot of repetitive work in there. You keep just doing the same things with a wall and a lot of the details. It's not bad, but I think it's something that I would have liked before going into this build. The end result, however, makes it all worth it, so it really isn't that much of a problem. Another thing I don't really like is that there are so many stickers. There are not that many printed pieces. There are some, like the DVD casing, but not that much. And I really hate stickers, and there's just loads of them in here. However, it's not a big thing and definitely not a reason to not get this set. As far as playability goes, this set is okay. There are a lot of details and rooms. Sometimes it is hard to get in there thanks to the roller coaster. It can get a bit cramped, even for a kid. Also, there are not a lot of things that add a lot of playability, which you kind of expect from a set like this. I mean, there's the trapdoor, there's the moving eye, there's the roller coaster, but that's basically about it. However, you can play out a lot of the scenes from the movies, and that's really cool. However, as a display piece, this is just awesome. I know some people think it's too flashy and too colorful and it makes it a bit chaotic. I, however, think that works so well as a Joker Manor. I mean, the Joker is chaotic, and this only underlines it. And it's a perfect example of what the Joker likes. So I just think it looks amazing, and there's so many details to look at. I adore the roller coaster. So if you can get your hands on this set, I would suggest you definitely should. It's expensive, but it's worth every penny. So I'm gonna go fit the set in my town as the main piece for my theme park, which will be called Jokerland. If you want to see how that works out, stick around for my next city update that I will upload in January 2018. If you don't want to miss any of that or want to see more of my videos, just click subscribe. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.